Hello everyone and welcome back. Hope you're all doing well. Today is a bit of a changeable day. We've had lovely sunshine and we've had rain showers, so that's the way of the world, unfortunately, particularly in Britain. Anyway, what I thought I'd do today is something that I've been promising to do, which is to explore one of the Yorkshire villages that we tend to pass through, or past, or go through or go past. And today we're going to go to Hebden. Now Hebden's located to the west of Grassington and to the east of Pateley Bridge in North Yorkshire. So normally I go the main roadway, but I thought today I'll go the back route. I haven't been down this way before, so hopefully I won't get lost. I do like these back roads. Tend to see a lot more at a more leisurely pace, and particularly after the rain you don't tend to get your visor and camera caked in crap. So thanks for the comments from the previous video, much appreciated. And a couple of people were asking for some more advanced rider tips, which I'm quite happy to do. So there's no substitute to actually doing the advanced rider course, of course. Then you can do those via the Institute of Advanced Motoring. Oh, this is the turn off. That's a bit tight. Yes, you can do the advanced rider and driver courses through the Institute of Advanced Motoring, or ROSPA, which is the Royal Society for the Prevention of Accidents. Both very good. As I've mentioned before in previous videos, I did my rider training through IAM and I did my car through ROSPA. Slightly different approach, but the same syllabus. Isn't this a great road? I'll come back this way, and to the left of me at the moment, you probably can't see it on the camera, but you've got a fantastic view of Burnsall. So what I might do once I've been to Hebden, I'll come back this way and do a short video from Hebden into Burnsall, which is one of the iconic Dales villages. For those of you who know, it's truly magnificent scenery. Although to be fair, just about the whole of the Yorkshire Dales is truly magnificent scenery. Of course, the limestone walls are a feature of the Yorkshire Dales. As are the sheep. So yes, I'm hoping to do quite a few more of these videos where I visit little villages and talk a little bit about the history and what you might find there, or what you might not. Quite a lot of gravel on this road, and these walls are quite high as well, so you've got to take a lot of care when riding through these single track roads. And if you haven't already seen my video on how fast you should ride on single track roads, I'd recommend that you do so. Some good tips on there. So we're coming into Hebden now. So what I'll do, I'll park up, probably have a coffee, wait for me because I'm soaked through at the moment. So I'll probably have a coffee, get out my kit and have a walk around Hebden. So I shall catch up with you later. Here we are in Hebden. Very quiet, peaceful. Let's look over the wall. Wow, what a place to live. From what I understand, thanks to Wikipedia, I believe Hebden, the settlement of Hebden, stems all the way back to the Bronze Age. And a lot of the buildings are medieval. I can find the church. I think that was built in the 13th century and modified in the 17th. But we'll have a look around and see what we can find. We've got rush hour. Look at the fungus growing on this rotting tree stump. And that must be part of one of the old lead mines over there, because by all accounts Hebden was a big lead mining area in the 17th and 18th century, I believe. So most of the buildings we see used to belong to lead miners and their families. I come past here on the bike many times, but I've never actually come into the village apart from for a coffee, and we'll go past the other way on the way back. Look at that old farm building there, look. Fantastic. There's dairy herd there. What a fantastic spot. Could you retire here? I think I could. So let's go and try and find that church. Shouldn't be too hard to spot, should it? So the Clarendon Hotel and Restaurant, which is at the T-junction when we come into the village itself, was by all accounts a stopping off place on the packhorse route from Malham to Fountains Abbey, which is a fair old distance. Again, you got a good view there of the entrance to one of the mines by the look of it. Might be able to get down there. We'll have a look after we've hopefully found this church. There's a little lane. I wonder what that is. Aha, here's the church. Hidden away. There's actually a Commonwealth war grave in here somewhere. Wow. So yes, apparently this church was, see if we can go in. Church was originally built in the 13th century and then modernised or rebuilt in the 17th or 18th century. I'm not a religious person, but I do like old churches. There's something very evocative about them. How about that for a village church? That's pretty good, isn't it? I suspect that is the Commonwealth grave over there. They're normally white stones. It's got poppies on. Yes, it is. So it says Sergeant J.H. Harker, wireless operative, air gunner, Royal Air Force, 10th of February 1942, aged 27. Well, my dad was in the RAF during the war and he flew Lancasters. So that chap there may well have been a gunner on a Lancaster. Who knows? Who knows indeed? Wow. It's a lovely entrance there as well, isn't it? So when we drive past these villages, or drive through them, we miss all this stuff. And it's a shame, really. So it's a graveyard extension by the look of it. See the patchwork of fields up there. Of course, in the Yorkshire Dales, it's mainly sheep farming with cattle. Not a lot of arable going on in the Yorkshire Dales, mainly due to its topography and geology. This building you can see on the left with the marquee, that's the old schoolhouse, which is now a cafe, and they do a mean cup of coffee in there. said earlier, all these old buildings would have been home to the lead miners. It's a lovely street up there, isn't it? Beautiful. Chapel Lane. These cottages are typical of Yorkshire villages, all made of local stone, which blend seamlessly into the landscape. So this looks like a gold post box, which must mean that there must have been an Olympian here. What does it say? This post box has been painted gold by Royal Mail to celebrate Andrew Triggs Hodge, gold medal winner, London 2012 Olympic Games, rowing, men's fours. Oh, there you go. A little village like this is home to an Olympian gold medalist. So this is the main road that we drive past or ride past. I think this bridge crosses over a small stream. There we go, which that'll feed into the river wharf, which is at the bottom. And at the bottom there's a suspension bridge, pedestrian suspension bridge, which you can walk over, and that walk takes you either to Grassington in one direction or Burnsall in another. Crossed over that suspension bridge many times with a dog who was absolutely petrified. There's the other side. What a wonderful place to live. There you go, Grassington 1.5 miles to the west and Pateley Bridge 8.5 miles to the east. So that's the Clarendon up there. I wonder how many pack horses came down this track over the years. So that's my little trip around Hebden for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment underneath with anything that you found interesting, or if you'd like to see more of these little villages. And I'd be most grateful if you could like and subscribe. I am a new channel, as I've said before in other videos, and getting established is quite difficult. And the more support I get, the better I will become at this, as the learning curve is particularly steep, as I'm sure most YouTubers would tell you. And at my age, it's not always that easy to grasp the fundamentals of things like editing and what have you. So it's been a very steep learning curve. And I'll leave you with this wonderful view.